In this video, we're going inside the Hatfield McCoy's Dinner Feud. This is an all-you-can-eat dinner show in Pigeon Forge, and we're going to check out the longest running feud in history between the Hatfield McCoys as they try to settle their differences mountain style. My goal in this video is to show you what the dinner show is like and help you decide if it's worth it for you. Without further ado, let the feud begin. Before we head inside to the Hatfield and McCoy Dinner Feud, where I'm going to show you all the food that they serve you as well as what the show itself is like, I wanted to go to their website with you for a moment here. You can see where you can buy tickets, which this is a show I would recommend you get in advance, where you'll see a calendar. So the sooner you can go here and know, okay, I'm thinking I'd like to go on this Thursday, you click on it. You may see that there's a 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 8 o'clock show. That's the typical times that could be subject to change, but the 5 o'clock will fill up the fastest. So if that's a time that you'd like to come to the show in advance, go here, grab your 5 o'clock tickets so they don't fill up. One other side note I wanted to add is the Christmas show typically starts around November 1st every year. There is an option that you could select. If I say here, I want to go with my wife, seating preference, you can select whether you want to be on the McCoy side or the Hatfield side. You can see here, website needs to be updated. There is no VIP. All tickets are $69.99. Children's tickets are $34.99. And again, you can select whether you want to be on the Hatfield side or the McCoy side. Once you select which side you want, if it's available, if it's a busy show, you might not have a choice. They're just going to say you're a Hatfield or you're a McCoy. So you can select a vegetarian meal. You can select gluten-free. You can select dairy-free and a vegan meal. So if that's something you want to do, again, do it here in advance, or someone can help you at the box office on the phone, ensure that that's the type of meal that you would get during the show. So let's talk a little more about the seating chart. You purchase your tickets online in advance, it's going to randomly seat you in the Hatfield or the McCoy side based on the party size and the table it's able to accommodate. You're always welcome to call the box office and tell them what day and time of show you're looking at, and they can try to get you in certain areas, such as the splash zone up at A1 at the top. That's going to potentially get you a little wet. So that's a look at the seating. Ultimately, it's like a movie theater. Every seat is going to give you a view of the stage. Certain people like to be closer to the front of the movie theater. Some people like to be in the back. So it's a preference thing, ultimately. I'm recording this video from Section E, Table 20, to give you a reference point. We're about to head into the theater, but I did want to cover a couple discounts. Military is going to give you the best discount, $10 off adult tickets, $4 off kids. First responders, Dollywood pass holders, Farm Bureau insurance, AAA and AARP are going to get you $5 off adult tickets. Ultimately, if you want to get this discount, you can call the box office at the number below here and they will help you out. Before we head into the dinner show, I did want to check out the outside with you here for a moment. Well, here lies Rabbit McCoy, father of 29. He would have had more, but he didn't have time. And Fishy Jim Hatfield. Goodbye, Jim. Went to the lake, but he couldn't swim. So you do have a bunch of goats hanging out here. Got some goats out front. The kids can come up and see. I don't want you to feed them, but definitely keep the lawn nice and mowed for them out here. So you guys part of the Hatfield or the McCoys? Oh, they're feuding as well. Really? Huh. Hey there, little buddy. But let's head inside to check out the actual show and what the food is like. If the show is at 5 p.m., I would recommend getting there an hour before. 4 o'clock would be great. You can see here on the ticket, it will tell you what side you're on, the McCoy or the Hatfield, as well as the exact table that you're assigned to. As you go in, people will help you, but let's head inside. Prior to the show starting, you could also come over and get one of these moonshine cocktails that are from local distilleries. So as we headed into the theater, we got our photo taken. We continued on into the theater, and the staff was very helpful to figure out where exactly we were sitting. This was our server, Cousin Jordan. He was in character and a lot of fun to interact with as he took our drinks. Speaking of drinks, they'll bring you unlimited coffee, tea, or a number of different soft drinks of your choice in this mason jar. So we've been to the Stampede show and Pirates. Which one of those two is your favorite?
I like Stampede.
So Stampede is your favorite. Pirates is number 2. All right, we're gonna see how this one ranks afterwards. Which one's your favorite?
Pirates.
Pirates? All right, we're gonna ask you after the show and see what you think. Along with our drinks, they brought us out this creamy, it was like a vegetable-based soup. It was delicious. Everyone enjoyed it. We even bought some to take home. Finally came the main course. So you start out with some coleslaw, as they call grass clippings. Of course, you gotta have some corn on the cob. We also had some mashed potatoes. And then, of course, unlimited fried chicken. It was delicious. My favorite of the main dish was actually this pulled pork. It came with barbecue sauce, but it really didn't even need it. It had lots of good flavor. As we're enjoying our meal, they are doing a little bit of singing and there's some interaction going on. It's lots of fun as we're just enjoying a meal together as a family. And then they did bring out dessert. We got this banana pudding. They also had this chocolate dessert, which ended up being everyone's favorite as we tested both of them. So finally the official show started, and it had so many different elements that kept all 3 of my kids engaged. This was lots of family-friendly entertainment, all sorts of dancing, singing, and performances. The stage transforms into this gigantic pool. There's all sorts of diving and stunts that happen, lots of comedy. This was one of my favorite. I love the dogs. The dogs were awesome. This was a show the entire family greatly enjoyed, and it's a show we would definitely go back and do again. So I hope this video answers some of your questions about this particular dinner show. If it was helpful, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to hit that subscribe button for more videos in the area, and don't forget to grab some original creamy soup on your way out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next adventure.